the time has deepened the work in a way that I'm just so excited to see. And then the show's been all across the country. So we've performed to over 50,000 people. It's been about 15 years of working on this show. This was the first show that I ever wrote. I've never written the story or the book of a musical. And when I had this idea to write a musical about this subject matter, it became very clear that in order to tell the story that I wanted to tell and needed to tell, that I would have to tell it myself, and that I would have to learn how to write the book of a musical. And that really took me on a huge growth as a person and as an artist. Basically grew up with this show in my professional life, learned how to craft story, both in a musical sense, but also through the elders, survivors, and different communities that I had the great privilege of meeting and talking with about the show. It took a lot of back and forth, a lot of collaboration, and just a lot of learning in that process. When I'm staging it and when I'm talking about it, it's like I'm reminded of all the survivors, all the elders, all the community who have so graciously been a part of the process. I've heard this time and time again from audience members who feel that when they come into an Urban Inc. show that they're engaging with a broader conversation that we're uniting together, you know, that they don't get to have in a lot of places, or that they don't know that people are on that same page together to kind of be on this journey. And that was partially the beauty and brilliance of Kathy Elliott, the late great Kathy Elliott, who brought the audience in and really taught them that song as she taught her son. And it opened it up in her warmth and generosity for the audience to feel that they could give that back, you know? So that's a beautiful thing that she and so many other readers have offered to the production. It was so beautiful because it just felt necessary. And the biggest takeaway for what that has meant is that that is one story of these thousands and thousands of children who are buried in unmarked graves. And that every one of those kids needs to have that ceremony. Part of why it has been so important to share this story is because of the silence that has existed for so long in so many families. Children of God is a part of breaking that silence and giving survivors and intergenerational survivors a chance to speak and to share their stories. Like, we have these conversations after the show that have been like some of my most proudest moments, you know. I think that in creating that, what I didn't know is that audiences and the community wanted that too. My proudest moment is that I've been able to create a space where that's possible.